They say Jesus is the way. He will bring us through. Our praise is overdue. No matter what they say, Jesus is the way. He will bring us through. Our praise is overdue. Praise is overdue.
Somebody praise him.
Praise is overdue.
Will you stand to your feet?
He will bring us through.
Somebody owes Jesus a praise right now. He's been mighty good to you.
Praise is overdue.
Show him how much you love him.
His praise is overdue.
Praise him. Give him worship and honor. He will bring us through.
His praise is
overdue.
Put away your tears and sorrow. My God's the same today and tomorrow. Whatever it is you face it.
Welcome to Late Night with Jerry Royce Live. Now, do you think I look like Jerry Royce? Look, what you think? No, not really. What about her? Maybe a little, no.
No.
You're way prettier, actually. So I am Summer, and this is
Skylar.
Yes, and we are part of the Positive Power family. If you haven't seen my new show, Gospel Music Magazine, you need to check it out. And I've also been filling in for this beautiful young lady on MVP with Sky. Thank you for letting me try to fill your shoes.
You're welcome.
It's been awesome, and I love your show format.
Thank
Do you
you.
miss it? She's away. She's doing some incredible things.
Yeah,
You want to tell what you're doing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm at college.
Woohoo! That's incredible.
Yeah.
Right? Where are you in school?
I go to Hampton.
Okay, and how has that experience been so far?
It's been good so far.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good, good. We're all rooting for you. I don't know if you even have time to watch the shows, but we shout you out a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Absolutely. You are special.
Oh.
So Jerry Royce is not going to be here today. We just decided to take over. Don't tell him. But I think we're going to have fun. Don't you think so? Now, you had to leave Hampton. Why?
What was it? The governor of that area, he said that we were supposed to have like a mandatory evacuation for it because like we were in Zone A, and also Hampton's surrounded by water, and we're either at sea level or below sea level. Either way, we like flood real easily, so that's why we had to get out.
Yeah, so Hurricane Florence they thought it would impact you all. Now, has it?
I don't think so.
Right, because the storm kind of took a different path.
Yeah, it rains a lot in Hampton anyway, and it floods a lot in that area. So even if it did, it's probably more of like a normal thing. It's probably not like a Hurricane Florence thing. It didn't really hit Virginia.
That part is a blessing. Although, our hearts are definitely going out to the folks who have been impacted by Hurricane Florence. I've seen some things in the news that look so scary. Yeah, the winds is coming. There's flooding. The people have died.
Yeah, a few people did die from it.
Yeah. So we're saddened by that. It makes me sad to see it, and just know we are praying for you. And I'm assuming at some point there's going to be a rebuilding effort, and maybe Positive Power can be a part of that in some way. So looking forward to how we can help. Right?
Yeah.
Right now I feel kind of helpless other than prayer, but prayer is powerful.
Yeah, it's very powerful.
Sometimes it feels like it's so easy, it's like not enough, but I have to remind myself prayer is enough. Like that's what God wants me to do, to ask him to intercede and help.
Yeah,
right?
put everything in his hands.
Yes, well said. Oh, you're going to do great at Hampton. So we're happy to have you. Is there anything you want to share with our family out there?
I don't really.
Not really, yeah. Okay, that's all right. She just wanted to get rid of her dad tonight, so we had to take over. I want to give a couple shout outs. I have a real heart for independent artists.
Yeah.
And I love that Positive Power spends so much time and energy and resources on helping independent artists along. I am one myself, and I can tell you, it's tough for independent artists.
I can imagine.
Yeah, people think you have all this autonomy because you get to write your own music and decide what you're going to put out and so forth. And that's freeing. That is amazing. The part that's hard is a lot of times you don't have the resources.
Yeah, exposure.
And exposure. Yes. And so when we have platforms like this, it really is a blessing to independent artists. So a couple of them tonight that I would like to shout out. Robert E. Person is doing some incredible things. He is from the DC area. He's been singing for many years, and he recently, just this summer, put out a CD called Classical Covers. And it's an EP, but there's one song that's like traditional gospel. He calls it like a sacred song. That's his word. I like that, right? And the others are inspirational. So they're positive, but they're covers of songs like Stevie Wonder's Love's in Need of Love Today. Aren't we in need of love today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm proud of you, Robert. Your CD is excellent. We are going to continue sharing your music video here. And what else? So he has this new show. It's a show that's been running, Soulful Sessions with Robert E. Person, but he just got picked up on the Rejoice Musical Soul Network. And so that's going to start airing Sundays at 2, and we're excited for him. Congratulations. I also have to shout out someone who I follow her on Instagram. You know how some people you kind of like, it feels like you're almost stalking them sometimes because they're so cool and like you just want to know what they're doing and be where they are. Chantel Gross is one of those people. I'll put you on to her. She just has such a heart for the Lord. And so every post is filled with joy and hope and just trying to uplift someone. And I just found out recently she has a music video out. So I'm excited to share that. The title of the track is Surgery. And Chantel's a part of something that they call Holy Host Ministries. You would love them. Like, they've got a really good energy. What kind of music do you typically like with gospel? You like the old school or you like new stuff?
With gospel? Mm-hmm. I guess more so new school.
Yeah, see, I think that was a guess. Yeah, you would love their energy. So congratulations, Chantel. And then Sky, because we're women, she's not an independent artist, but we got to shout her out. Corinne Hawthorne, have you heard her song, Won't He Do It? You haven't heard the song? Well, girl, let me tell you, she has been #1 on Billboard's Hot Gospel Songs chart for 26 weeks. She's the first female artist to ever do that. So I'm like, the song is called Won't He Do It? And, you know, of course, he said he would, and we believe God will do what he said he would do. So God is doing it for her in her life. Corinne was on The Voice years ago. I don't know if you ever saw her. She's got a big voice.
I feel like I'd have to see, like...
Yes.
I'm not like, with me, it's more so, like, not names. Like, if I could have heard the song before, but just, like, didn't know the lyrics.
Yes.
Or, like, the name of the song. Or I could have seen her before on The Voice. Don't really know what she looks like.
Yeah, she's a pretty girl, but with a big voice.
I guess I'll look it up later.
Yes, look her up. We're so proud of her. So when are you going back to school?
I go back to school tomorrow.
You going back tomorrow? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it feel weird being away from campus now?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so it's been a while, girl, since I've been in college. But
where'd you go to school?
That's a good question. I went to Emory University down in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Oh.
Yeah. Oh. And I had a ball. I'm gonna tell you though, let's talk about relationships for a minute, right? I went to college already having a serious boyfriend, and he kind of followed me to Atlanta, not to the same college, but it was a different college, same city. Yeah, it was a big deal. It didn't last, but it was a big deal at the time. And so I wasn't really looking for any guys, but I was a freshman, and I had a cousin of mine who was a senior at the same college. And he was really popular. He's a great guy. Montez, if you're watching, hey. But I found out he told all the guys not to approach me, like ever, because I was his cousin and he didn't want them stepping to me. Like he knew who they were for real. And I didn't find that out till like I was about to graduate. He was long gone and guys still would not talk to me. Now, of course, there was some who didn't care and they were brave enough, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that definitely had an impact on my college experience. Can you imagine?
Even years later, like after he graduated, people was still...
because he would come back and visit.
Oh,
he had such a reach, like, I guess, that people were like, no, she's Montez's cousin. Yeah.
It's like, how's that?
You're right.
I don't have any family at Hampton right now.
Okay. So everything is brand new for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have any friends go to college with you?
Yeah, I have some friends from back home.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
I was thinking it's not like a lot of people from Baltimore there, but it's like a little tiny bit.
Little blue, and you
very, very small bit.
Okay. And Hampton is an HBCU, right?
Yes.
Okay. So is this your first time in like a majority black school environment?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
So this feels like home.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can put it like that. Because, I mean, like, my high school was kind of like half and half. And then my middle school was, like, really, really diverse. Like, that's the most diverse school I've ever been to in my middle school. And then my elementary school was predominantly black, so.
Okay, very cool. So have you learned any lessons yet as a college girl? It's so new.
Yeah, I would say I haven't really learned that much because I've only been away for, like 3 weeks. And then I spent a whole week here. So I was like, it ain't that much learning yet.
Not much learning yet?
Yeah.
What classes are you taking?
Okay, so on Mondays, I have sociology, I have chem with a chem lab, and then I have English, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have history and math. Yeah, so those are the classes I'm taking this semester.
Any favorites so far?
I like my sociology class.
That sounds like a yeah.
We just be talking about anything.
Sociology is really laid back, right? And you just discuss.
Like we went from talking about culture to talking about beating people's kids when they act, not like beating me, but like, you know, like, yeah. I was just like, okay, wow, this class took a turn.
You made me think, there's a friend of mine who asked a coworker this week, she's like, did you ever beat your kids? And I'm like, you can't say beat your kids in 2018, it's spank. You know, or like discipline. Exactly. People get nervous when you start saying beat.
No, I was saying that class. We should have said, oh, beat your kids.
So did you ever get, I won't say beatings, did you ever get spankings as a child?
Yeah.
Oh, Jerry Royce Live gave spankings or mom?
Mom.
Oh. So you knew.
I mean, it wasn't often. Like, I know people who got, like, way worse. It wasn't that often, but I would get those.
You definitely got some spankings.
Yeah.
I did too. Yeah.
We all did.
Yeah, we
mostly.
all did. Yeah.
Now, not so much, but.
Right. Yeah,
like, nowadays, like, people just don't want to hit their kids and then they be acting crazy.
Listen, I work with kids. You're right.
Oh.
Some of them you meet and you're like, if you just had one good spanking, you'd be good.
That's how I used to feel at my old job. I'd be like, I want to spank them for the kids.
Did you work with kids too? Oh, very cool. Very cool. You said you're taking chemistry.
Yeah.
That can be tough. I did that my first year, not knowing that was like a weeder class at my college. Oh. So it kicked my butt. I mean, I came out okay, but it was a lot of work.
Yeah, so right now, like, it's basic stuff, so it's kind of easy for me right now. But, like, I feel like eventually it's probably going to be
It's going to pick up.
Like, because I've taken chemistry before, right now it's okay. But, like, for people who haven't taken chemistry before, they're struggling, so.
Oh, wow. Maybe you could help them.
I already have been.
You've been tutoring?
No, not tutoring necessarily.
Just kind of like I'll help you with your homework. Kind of,
yeah, it's like, what's the answer to this question? And I'll tell them.
You're not supposed to, Sky. What? You're supposed to lead them through the process and let them discover the answer on their own.
I mean, we all
maybe that's what I know because that's part of parenting.
We all just trying to graduate.
But you know, you can't do that on the test.
I know.
So they can be
they'll understand.
You think they'll get it? They understand.
Yeah, I mean, like we just started the. Yeah. We just started. They'll learn.
That's good.
There's a textbook.
Right. Funny. I'm glad you're being a blessing to them. Yeah, so are you coming back home for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Definitely? Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent.
I'm not that far away. I'm only in Virginia.
This will be like 3-4 hours or so?
Yeah, like 4. Okay. Sometimes 5 or 6.
Well, I hope we can do this again. Would you like that?
Yes.
Yes. I think we should just boot your dad out. Occasionally. We give a shout out to Jerry Royce Live, who was so gracious to let us take this platform tonight. He works so hard.
Yeah.
I know you know it. Does he ever turn off? Like turn off the hard work, he always doing something.
Yeah, he's always doing something.
Okay, so there is no turn off for him. It's always yeah. But that's why we're growing at the rate that we're growing, and I'm just so happy to be a part of the Positive Power family. So thank you again for allowing me to host your show while you're gone. But no, you're not off the hook. You're coming back to do it, right?
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
I mean, thank you for supporting. I mean, I don't really know what else to say.
That's good. Thank you. We love you all. Thank you for listening, and we hope you have enjoyed the show thoroughly. God bless.
God.
Without you, Lord, where would I be? Without your mercy, what become of me? Suppose you didn't give us grace, and you didn't forgive us for the sins we've made, and you didn't rise on the third day. But Lord, you saved me. Lord, you saved me. Lord, me. You took the pain away, away, away. Now I can say I am healed. Now I can say I am free. Without you, Lord, where would I be? The beating you took, Father, you did it for me. By the stripes on your back, I know I am healed. You have given me peace, now my soul has been redeemed. Yeah. You have given me peace, now my soul has been redeemed. But Lord, you saved me. Lord, you saved me. Lord, me. You took the pain away from me, the pain away from me, the pain away from me. Now I can say I am healed. Now I can say I am free. I don't deserve it, but Lord, you did it for me. You did it for me. Now my life is changed, I'm finally set free. I've been on this long road, nowhere to go, feeling all alone. But your love is the strength that makes me up. But Lord, you saved me. Lord, you saved me. Lord, me. You took the pain away from me, my Lord. Now I can say I am healed. Now I can say I am free. I'm free. Thank you, Lord.
I've been broken in defeat, waking up crying and crying myself to sleep. I've been lonely to the sea. Who's paying attention and who is worried about me? I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go. You tell me to come closer, take your hand. I didn't have a clue, didn't have a plan, but now I see and now I understand. You keep me strong when my heart breaks. You cleanse me in the midst of the tears and the rain. You seal me, removing my past mistakes. And you perform surgery. I was choking, couldn't breathe, caught by the wiles and trials of the enemy. But God, the healer, and now I'm free. I can't go back to the way that it used to be, 'cause I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. You tell me to come closer, take your hand. Tell me to come closer, take your hand. I didn't have a clue. I did not have a plan. But now I see and now I understand. You keep me strong when my heart breaks. You cleanse me in the midst of the tears and the rain. You seal me, removing my past mistake. And you perform surgery.
Believe that God is good and able to take what's broken.
Thank you,
and make
Jesus.
something beautiful.
He's healing my heart. He's healing my soul. He's healing my mind. He performs surgery. Say he's healing my heart. He's healing my soul. He's healing my mind. He performs surgery. Say you heal my heart. You heal my soul. You heal my mind. You perform surgery. You heal my heart. You heal my soul. Yeah. You perform surgery. You keep me strong when my heart breaks. You seal me in the midst of the tears and the rain. You cleanse me, removing my past mistakes. You perform surgery.
Here's your friendly announcer. I have serious news to pass on to everybody. What I'm about to say could mean the world's desire.
disaster could change your joy and laughter into tears and pain. It's that love's in need of love today. Don't delay, send yours in right away. Hate's going round, breaking many hearts. Stop it, please, before it's gone too far. The force of evil plans to make you its possessions, and it will, if we let it, destroy everybody. We all must take precautionary measures. If love and peace you treasure, then you'll hear me when I say, oh, that love's in need of love today. Don't delay, send yours in right away. Hate's going round, breaking many hearts. We need to stop. Stop it, please, before it's gone too far. Love's in need. Love today. Love today. Don't delay. Send it in right. Oh, hate's going round, breaking many hearts. We need to stop it, please, before it's gone too far. Love's in need. Don't delay. Oh, hate's going round.
No matter what they say, Jesus is the way. He will bring us through. Our praise is overdue. No matter what they say, Jesus is the way. He will bring us through. Our praise is overdue. Praise is overdue.
Somebody
His
praise him.
praise is overdue.
Will you stand to your feet?
He will bring us through.
Somebody owe Jesus some
Our
praise right
praise
now.
is overdue.
He's been mighty good to you.
Praise is overdue.
Show him how much you love him.
His praise is overdue.
Praise him. Give him worship and
He
honor.
will bring us through.
He will bring us through.
His praise is
Praise is
overdue. Put away your tears and sorrow. My God's the same today and tomorrow. Whatever it is you face it, my God has the power to
in defeat, waking up crying and crying myself to sleep. I've been lonely to the sea. Who's paying attention and who is worried about me? I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. You tell me to come closer, take your hand. I didn't have a clue, didn't have a plan, but now I see and now I understand. You keep me strong when my heart breaks. You cleanse me in the midst of the tears and the rain. You seal me, removing my past mistakes. And you perform surgery. I was choking, couldn't breathe, caught by the wiles and trials of the enemy. But God, your healer, and now I'm free. I can't go back to the way that it used to be, 'cause I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. You tell me to come closer, take your hand. Tell me to come closer, take your hand. I didn't have a clue, I did not have a plan, but now I see and now I understand. You keep me strong when my heart breaks. You cleanse me in the midst of the tears and the rain. You seal me, removing my past mistake. And you perform surgery.
Believe that God is good and able to take what's broken.
Thank you,
and make something
Jesus. He's healing my heart. He's healing my soul. He's healing my mind. He performs surgery. Say he's healing my heart. He's healing my soul. He's healing my mind. He performs surgery. Say you heal my heart.
Hey Jerry, it is so great to meet people suffering from the same hellish disease that I am. You know, I've been diabetic, type 2, for 5 years and struggling just horribly. And I recently ended up in the hospital with pancreatitis. It's a complication of uncontrolled diabetes. It's excruciatingly painful and it can be fatal if not treated. And I would just love to see something about this particular complication, as it in itself can kill you. So not only do diabetics live in fear that the disease itself can kill you, but there's so many complications from it that can. It's time to make a change, and I'm scared for my life. Best of luck to you with your project, and I can't wait to watch it. And let me just add one thing. I was very sick for a while, and it was in the midst of my career in radio. My last day at that station, the station that I worked at, that was the day I was diagnosed.
Your friendly announcer. I have serious news to pass on to everybody. What I'm about to say could mean the world's disaster, could change your joy and laughter into tears and pain. It's that love's in need of love today. Don't delay, send yours in right away. Hate's going round, breaking many hearts. Stop it, please, before it's gone too far. The force of evil plans to make you its possessions, and it will, if we let it, destroy everybody. We all must take precautionary measures. If love and peace you treasure, then you'll hear me when I say, oh, that love the world love.
No matter what they say, Jesus is the way. He will bring us through. Our praise is overdue. No matter what they say, Jesus is the way. He will bring us through. Our praise is overdue. Praise is overdue.
Somebody praise
praise
him.
is overdue.
Will you stand to your feet?
He will bring us through.
Somebody owes Jesus a praise right now. He's been mighty good to you.
Praise is overdue.
Show him how much you love him.
His praise is overdue.
Praise him. Give him worship and
He
honor.
will bring us through.
He will bring us through.
His praise is
overdue.
Put away your tears and sorrow. My God's the same today and tomorrow. Whatever it is to face it.
What's going on, everybody? It's me, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide, aka the Batman of Late Night. That's right, you're looking at Late Night with Jerry Royce Live. And on my show tonight, which is so incredible, I have of course I'm going to throw it out there that he's the Emmy Award winning, but he's also a gospel artist, and he's also our friend of Positive Power, Harvey Morris.
Hey,
what's up, brother?
Brother Jerry, what's happening?
He's here.
Yes, sir.
And you know, it was so funny, y'all, because I met Harvey for the first time on the set of the 23rd annual Music Gospel with Dr. Newsom.
Yes.
And we were setting up, you know, great interviews from people, and Harvey and his beautiful wife just showed up on us. I was like, look at that, Harvey Morris, y'all. So that was just so incredible. You probably don't know what I was thinking, man. I was just thinking, wow, that is Harvey Morris, man. This guy has been on Next Man Up. He's been on our late night show.
Oh,
We've
man.
been talking to him for a good while, built a rapport.
Yes.
He awesome music. It was just so mind-blowing, man. And, and I captured all the moment in that second because, you know, I was still trying to figure out that we got all our mics right. You know, we trying to get ready for this big show. And, you know, of course, that's a very special show for Baltimore.
Yes.
So
yes,
hopefully, I didn't get a chance to look at the tape, but I'm sure that Jordan did a great job.
Yes, I'm sure Jordan did.
Yeah.
He did. Also, Brother Jerry, listen, I'm so privileged to have this opportunity to be here with you. You know, this is absolutely wonderful. Late night.
Late night, man.
Hey,
even though the sun is out. It doesn't matter. It's late night.
Hey, we're having a good time. That's what it's all about.
And you know, Harvey, I always try to tell people a little story. I always say it's a funny story, but it may not be funny to everybody. But, you know, growing up, you know, I grew up on TV.
Yes.
You know, like a lot of us, you know, African Americans, you know, once the lights out, you know, you're supposed to be in the house and there's nothing less really to do. We didn't have the video games that the young people have today.
Yes.
So basically TV was our fun.
Yes.
And I remember staying up watching Late Night with Johnny Carson,
Yes.
Late Night with David Letterman, and then later on Arsenio Hall. Oh, that blew my mind when Arsenio Hall got a show. And then Magic Johnson got a show, and I think Queen Latifah.
Yes.
It was just starting to be so incredible that our black entertainers were doing late night television.
Yes, yes.
But Arsenio was like a superhero to me of television.
Yes. You know, it's interesting. The first, believe it or not, and I'm dating myself, but the first black artist that I recall being on television was Nat King Cole.
Ooh, wow. I remember the footage of that. He was a cool dude.
Yeah. And it's interesting because I always saw black folks on television, just in different capacities. When Arsenio got his show, though, I have to tell you, it was amazing because he opened the door to so many other artists. In New York, that was Channel 9, which is like, I think it was not PIX. I can't remember the television station. UPN 9.
Okay.
UPN 9. And it was really, really great for us to get that opportunity. Where'd you grow up, Brother Jerry?
Right in Baltimore.
That's what you grew up in Baltimore.
Right
I grew up in New York, you know, and Well, I'm sure back at that time we only had like 5 stations.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot, but I traveled to New York because my grandmother lived in Long Island at that time.
Right.
And I remember we were limited to 3, maybe 5 channels if you were close enough to another. Because you guys were close to Jersey, so you probably picked up some of their channels, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's so funny. But we had Channel 2, Channel 5, Channel 4, Channel 7, Channel 9, Channel 11, Channel 13, and don't forget.
Wow, y'all did well.
Plus we had Channel 41.
Yeah, so we had a 45 or 54. But a lot of those channels were leaking in from DC for us to like 5 and 9. So we had to get real creative with the antennas on the TV. They had some aluminum foil, some extra wires. Pointed to wherever you think the television. Yeah, matter of fact, it was in the back. We could see in the back of our yard, in our house, across the railroad tracks, and because they had a little light on there.
Right.
And we used to try to point, thinking we was doing directional, doing directional connection or something, where it was an omnidirectional antenna.
Well, that's crazy. It's so funny because we used to do the thing with the with the antenna too, with the aluminum foil and the hanger.
Yeah, the hanger. I forgot about the hanger.
Yeah, hey, listen, but I lived near a railway station, like the train, like the L, which was above ground. Mm-hmm. So every time the train would go past, all that metal, the television would just go out.
No signal, snow.
No, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was definitely fun.
Yeah, it was, man. I mean, now with HD, it's incredible that it looked like you can actually literally touch the people that you're looking at on television. And, and that's when I was telling you guys on the radio, that's one of the things that so fascinated my wife. I have all these TVs that I had went out and bought, 55 inches, whatever, and everybody got their own TV. We go to a friend's house, and they have like a big TV and turn it on. My wife said, "Oh wow, look how clear the picture is." I'll be feeling like this small. TV like that. So
HD, baby. HD. Yeah. I'm loving HD. I'm loving the new technology. But we got to make sure that we don't let the technology create it in a situation where we lose ourselves.
That's right. Lose engagement with people.
Yeah. And just I love the technology. The other thing is, what we see on television, we need to see more shows like this.
That's right. That's what we're working on, man. We're working hard. Paula G and I, my Dr. Trinell. And speaking of that, man, we want to know about your project. Remember, this late night not that long.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I get a couple jokes in, and then it's time to start talking about you. All right, so let's find out, what is Harvey Morris up to?
Oh man, well Harvey Morris, I should have bought some CDs in the car. I have some CDs.
Oh, I do have your CD.
Yeah.
Jordan, hand the CD over. My assistant and my cameraman. It's right there on the table. Yeah, just throw it over. We can catch it. Yeah,
okay,
there we go. All right, there we go.
All right, so this all be edited anyway, right?
No, we going straight through, man. That's the way it is.
Okay. Well, what am I up to? Up to Harvey Morris and the House of Praise. We just released a CD. It's titled Harvey Morris and the House of Praise.
But that's good to be called.
Yes, exactly.
We could have called it Sheba Morris, right? We named after his wife. You've only been married for a year. You didn't know. You didn't remember.
No, not yet. But we're working on that one.
That's right.
We're working on that one. We're working on a CD of duets also. But for right now, we got Harvey Morris and the House of Praise.
That's right.
And the reason the name House of Praise has 2 meanings. So it was Harvey Morris and the House of Praise because my group's name is the House of Praise.
So you have a live band? You have a band?
Oh yes.
Oh, get out of here.
Yes.
Oh man, that's
impressive. We have like well, depending on the venue, sometimes we have like 12 singers and 6 musicians, and then other venues we have 3 background singers and.
Oh man, we gotta make this thing happen for cable network, man. We gotta make this happen. It was funny. I was listening to Charles D. Clark yesterday when he did a little commercial break for our station on our social media, and one thing he was telling people, he said, "Hey man, Positive Power has a contract where you're talking about 11 million. He said he just throwing it out there because it could be more than that.
Wow.
And I said, wow, he's talking about us. And that's like I told the people on the stage. I said, this is really all for us, not just Positive Power. It's for the family, because you guys have been promoting yourselves to each other for so long. And now that we're into households, consumers, now they can start hearing about this CD, hearing about your band, which I didn't know you had. So I'm like super excited. That's why I said, so when we set this thing up and you guys come and do your show, man, you blew my mind with that, man. Now I gotta go buy some more lighting.
Oh, actually, we have two bands. We have a gospel band and we have an R&B band.
Oh wow, that is crazy.
And like the people that play in my R&B band are different from the people that play in the gospel band. So I mean the flavor, but both cases is all positive, all inspirational, all fun.
Still right, it's our people music.
Yes.
Man. That's the thing about it, which has been introduced to mainstream for so long.
Yes.
And now it's just time for a lot of other people that's coming along to reap the benefits, man, of what mainstream has been doing for so long with the people they chose.
Yes.
Now it's not like that. Now it's more like you investing in yourself.
Yes. Yes.
And you have done that much work with your band. It's time. It's your time.
And well, Brother Jerry, and that's why I really thank God for you.
Thank you,
because you create the platform for us to be able to do what we do. You are that other part. Just to have an organization where you do music, that's wonderful. But if you don't have the platform where it can get in front of other people,
that's the key,
that's what you bring. That's what you bring. So thank you for blessing us.
Man. I'm blessed that God chose my family, because we were in publishing for a few years. About almost 20 years, we put out a newspaper that was in the community on the Eastern Shore. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, but it's kind of, have you heard of Chesapeake, Maryland, Annapolis, and all that stuff, Ocean City?
Yes.
Well, that's where they are, right over there.
You never cease to amaze me. Every time I talk with you, there's always something else I find new.
I was around the boats and Florida, the crabs and the beaches. Yeah, we love the beach.
Hey, that's what I love about you. The other thing I love about you, you're an enterprising brother.
Thank you.
And I really, really appreciate that. That's what we need. We spend a lot of time focused on working with other people and working for other people. Now is the time for us to go to the place where we are working for ourselves and empowering ourselves and empowering each other. I don't want anybody to take this as a negative statement, but other communities have had the opportunity to network with themselves and understand who they are, that it's an unspoken given. You understand? At this point in time in our lives, we have to deliberately speak on it so that we can now establish for ourselves what other people have had the opportunity of taking for granted.
Man, you said a lot, man. That was deep. All right, we got 5 more minutes left in the segment. Real quick, Harvey, you said a mouthful right there, because when you think about some of the other, and we say immigrants, they've come into this country and they have planted their businesses in our community.
Yes.
And have been able to send their kids to Ivy League colleges.
Yeah.
And then what is happening with us? Our families are struggling to get our kids to a state college or even a community college, and we're trying to put businesses up in our community but don't have the resources.
No, that's not true. We do have the resources because as a people, we are. We are the resource, but liquid, by way of liquid assets, after we pay taxes, we have about, I think it's $2 or $3 trillion in liquid assets. So it's not about us not having the resources. It's about how we choose to reallocate our resources.
So now, it's kind of like we got to kind of like
deprogram and reprogram our thinking. You understand? And that means that we have to get to the mindset of recognizing that we can work with each other. And get out of that crazy mindset.
Been the wall, and that's been the issue and the challenge for it, because we haven't been used to doing it. We're so used to others coming in our community doing business with us.
And you know what that is? That's because of a lack of self-love and a lack of self-respect. And when you don't love yourself and you don't respect yourself, then it becomes hard for you to trust yourself and others.
That's right.
You understand?
And that's where all this changes with the power. That's one of our goals, is to expose ourselves with each other for so long. So we do so much overexposure with each other. That's our plan right now, to keep exposing our people with us.
Yeah.
And that's the purpose of positive radio, television, TV.
Yes.
Keep exposed. So every time they turn something on, well, they on cable. They on the internet?
Yes.
What, they on the radio?
Yes.
So they're going to just getting so much of us now because it's not enough of us on there
right.
to do that.
Well, let me say this. We're on there, but with someone else's agenda.
Right. That's
so
right.
now it's like we're on there with our own
that's
agenda.
Right. That's right.
And that's what's important.
That's right.
You know,
that
we're living within our purpose and within our own agenda and having our own plan because other people have plans for for us. So we have to have plans for ourselves.
That was powerful, man.
Hey, bless you.
Man, Harvey took me there today, y'all. He took me there. It was deep, man. But we needed that, man. And you said a mouthful when you said deprogramming and reprogramming our mindset now so we can start understanding that it's okay to do business with your brother and your sister.
Yes.
You know. So, and the loyalty and the trust stuff has to come in. It's going to take some time, but we working on it. That's why we here, y'all. And I appreciate you guys, man.
And just know this. You know what? It's so funny. When other people jerk you, you accept it. When we jerk each other, it's mad.
Yeah.
But you know what? But that comes because we don't hold each other accountable. Because when we begin to hold each other accountable, the idea of us hurting each other will not be acceptable.
That's right.
Amen?
All right. We got it, man.
Bless you.
All right, everybody. We appreciate you guys. Join us with Late Night. That's right, Late Night with Jerry was live in Harvey Morrison studio. All right, it's time for us to do some more work. We're getting it in, y'all.
Getting it in, baby.
We appreciate y'all. Take care so much and continue to share our file. I'm Jerry was live worldwide, a.k.a. Batman Charm City, baby.
Batman.
All right.
Everybody.
Boom, 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 Just breathe. Breathe. Just breathe. Breathe. Just breathe. Breathe. Just breathe. Everybody, 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 everybody. Now clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Now clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. I'm praising the Lord, ain't fooling around. I gotta keep praising and I won't turn around. Gotta keep my head up, keep my eyes on the prize, keep my wisdom in the front and my word by my side. I trust in the Lord and lean on His understanding and living in His kingdom. Happy is the man who finds wisdom and frees himself from spiritual prison. So wisdom is the principal thing. Get wisdom in all you're getting. Get understanding is all done. She will bring you honor when you embrace. Take out the time to free your mind. Don't be so blind. Why don't you shine? Walk in the light. Fight the good fight. Take up the crown. Lady, get go. Everybody, 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 everybody. Now move your feet, move your feet, move your feet, move your feet. Now move your feet, move your feet, move your feet, move your feet. I'm praising the Lord in the sanctuary. Lift them on high and I hope that you hear me. Get with my people, let's meet in the prayer. Meet prison for his acts that are showing up mighty. Sing a new song to the Lord, let's praise Him. Dance to the Lord, let's shout. You're amazing. Let the saints be joyful in His glory. And when you're saved, you can tell your story. Shout, shout to the Lord with triumph. Praise Him on the loud side, the cymbals. Praise Him with the sound of the trumpet. Love Him with all your heart. Faith without works is dead. Give thanks for the Lord is good. And it will be given to you because praising the Lord is what we love to do. Everybody, 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 everybody. Now praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Now praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. I'm thankful for what you give me and the way that you got me living. With your grace and your mercy and your power and your might and the love that you never stop giving. Heaven and earth will pass away, but your word will always stay. No matter how I've been down, you always seem to make a way. Everybody, 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 everybody. Now praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Now praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Get your praise on, get your praise, get your praise on, praise on, get your praise on, get your praise, get your praise on, get it, get your praise
Bye.